What's going on, squad? It's your boy TM. Yo, guys, welcome back to the reaction channel. Before we get started with this video, hit the like button. Also, head over down to the description down below and click the first link that will send you over to my Discord. Yo, guys, it is lit over there, so go ahead and join. But what I got for you guys today is how DDG made YouTube rap cool. Let's get straight into it. Let's not waste any time. Let's go.
What?
Hey, yo.
That's DDG.
Relax.
DDG now was once a creator doing wild stuff to blow up. Before we had the wave of new black creators like Speed, Kai Cenat, or Gideon, there were the OG black creators who walked so the new creators could run. The OGs that come into mind are creators like Pretty Boy Fredo, Soluminati, Cash Nasty, KSI, and the guy we're talking about in this video, DDG. DDG, a YouTuber turned musical artist, is in a unique position. He is recognized as one of the few YouTubers who successfully transitioned to a successful artist.
Gotta give him his
especially in the
props.
hip-hop world. As of today, DDG has at least a platinum and gold plaque, and it's by no mistake. DDG feels like he actually belongs in the artist/rapper realm. To understand my point, we have to look at other YouTube rappers that DDG tends to get compared to. Take Jake Paul for example. During his rapping career, he had the infamous platinum-selling single, It's Everyday Bro, which at the time was the most disliked video
I've
on YouTube.
never heard
But
it.
that's not why I brought him
Dang.
up. I want you to look at the synergy he has with the rappers he's featuring. When he was in a music video with Stunna for Vegas, Jake was awkwardly dancing along with Stunna. I mean, look at him. It's obvious that he has no idea what he's doing. There's no connection between the two. Or when there was the awkward dialogue between Gucci Mane and Jake Paul. But with DDG, you can tell that he has a good relationship with almost every rapper he features in a song. Shoot, DDG even mentioned on the Elon Musk song that Gunna and him went on a double date with Chloe and Halle Bailey. Or the longtime friendship between Blueface and DDG, which led up to the remix of Moonwalking in Calabasas, which went double platinum. But none of this would have been possible for
Double
DDG
platinum.
without YouTube, of course. Since vlogs are superior for getting an audience and connecting with them, DDG smartly used vlogging to develop a relationship with the viewers and use that as a catapult to move his fans to other lanes he's doing. Anybody can pick up a camera or a phone and record their daily lifestyle and post it onto YouTube. Chances are you tried and failed miserably. DDG vlogged his daily life from Pontiac, Michigan to college to LA, along with changing his friends and family's lives. But that also came with problems for him. Oftentimes, people base their perception of DDG off of his videos, but in reality, he has always been a quiet, introverted guy. He just didn't go down the cliche rapper path. He changed his character to fit the YouTube vibe, and it worked for him as it drastically changed his life. But the problem with that is that some people can't stray away from that because of who he was on the internet a couple of years ago. And it makes sense to some extent. How can someone go from this to now acting quote-unquote hard for music recognition? But the thing is, doesn't he even need it at this point? He's arguably more successful than most rappers in terms of revenue sources. But to get to that point, let's go back a bit to understand his frustration a bit more. His story starts in his hometown, Pontiac, Michigan, which is about 30 miles away from Detroit. DDG was simply known as Daryl Granberry, or Moo, to the people around him. He was raised alongside 4 siblings in Pontiac, the 4 being TT, Taiwana, Dejan, who goes by Dub, and the late brother Darion, who goes by Dino, who we'll get more into later. DDG and his family grew up in a household that struggled financially and saw their mother missing monthly payments, which led to the family occasionally using boiled water to take showers. DDG was quite active as a kid. He got into music early on because his dad, Daryl Sr., was a music engineer. His dad also had a home studio where DDG and his brothers would make music, but his first passion was in the sports world. DDG wanted to be a pro boxer as he started boxing at age 9 and even had a 7-0 record, but that passion faded away as soon as he started losing matches after that. He was a pretty smart kid as he graduated in 2014 as a valedictorian from International Tech Academy. The word valedictorian is a word DDG uses as a running joke about how he must always bring up the fact that he was a valedictorian of his graduating class in high school.
That's a dub.
And I'm valedictorian.
I'm valedictorian in high school.
Yeah, man, I was valedictorian in high school, man.
Anyway, during his high school years, he would create his first YouTube channel called Sneak Mode Gaming. Created on February 19th, 2014, DDG played games such as Minecraft and Call of Duty. He was determined to make this channel blow up, as he often promoted his videos on Twitter. But he eventually gave up on the channel, probably because the channel wasn't growing or he just got tired of it. So he moved on to the channel Pontiac Made DDG. The name for this channel was inspired by DDG's older brother Dino's PlayStation handle, which was Pontiac Made DDB. The DDB is Dino's initials. All DDG did was remove the B and added the G for his last name. This channel mainly consisted of comedic sketches, parodies, and challenges at the time, since that was what was popping off of YouTube in 2014. It's also important to note that DDG was using the now discontinued app Vine at the time.
Son, all we can get is a Ferrari for your prom.
Where's the Lamborghini?
We couldn't get it. Come here. Please.
Vine was huge for short skits, so DDG translated that content to his YouTube channel. The first couple of videos featured his family, primarily his brother Dub and cousins Von Von and Padway T.O. as characters doing wild stuff together. DDG's first song known to public was Ta, featuring Von Von.
Why should I pay? I have a new bitch by the end of the day.
At this time, DDG wasn't looking to become an actual artist. He just wanted to blow up on YouTube and earn enough money to move out from where their family was living at the time. He even promoted his channel by wearing a hoodie that reads Pontiac made DDG. But it was around this time when everything would change drastically for DDG and his family. On October 20th, 2014, on a Monday night, DDG was playing basketball with his friend / producer Trey, or more publicly known as Trey on the Beat.
Yeah.
You know, DDG's brother, called DDG if he wanted to be picked up since he didn't have a car yet. DDG replied saying that his friend could take him home. And that was the last conversation DDG would have with his brother, as a couple of hours later, the family was awoken to the news that Dino has passed away from reported gunshot wounds to the head and neck. In the coming years, the murderer was found, but the damage was still done.
Such a disbelief because Darion was such a sweet person, would do anything for anybody, and that's probably what he was doing the night he was killed.
As you can see, Darion, that was my twin brother, and I did a lot to get some closure, but ain't nothing working, so hopefully this will make me feel better.
My brother didn't deserve this at all. My brother was a loving person. He never hurt anybody. This whole situation seems fake. I feel like that person didn't care. It was premeditated. They thought about it.
The day after his death, DDG made a Facebook post saying, "Never felt like this before. God never took someone away from me that I truly loved and was so close to. This feel animated to me, bro. But whatever I do, I'ma make you proud and grind to the fullest." End quote. This unfortunate moment led DDG and Dub becoming more close because before Dino's death, DDG barely talked to Dub. Instead, it was DDG and Dino together more. And it's weird seeing that nowadays since DDG and Dub are now dynamic duos. After the funeral for Dino, DDG's mom had extra money from the funeral and asked DDG if he wanted money for a camera to do YouTube or buy a car. It was this question that would change his life forever. Either get a new camera to produce better content
picked the
and possibly
camera
blow up on YouTube, or get a car so you don't have to worry about not getting to places. DDG went with the camera, and that would change everything for him because it paid off 2 days later as he reacted to a K-pop song called Itji Ma. In that shot, DDG went from 500 subscribers to around 20,000 subscribers. It was at that moment DDG knew his calling was to entertain and create content. He could now produce content at a higher quality thanks to his mom. He continued with the skits, making hit pieces like the Hills parody, Black vs. White People, Rapping Challenge, and so on. With the new camera, DDG could now vlog daily on Pontiac Made DDG vlogs, and that was perfect timing as DDG was heading to college at Central Michigan University. At this time, there really wasn't any popular black vloggers on YouTube, especially when it came to vlogging their daily life on campus. DDG was one of the first mainstream college vloggers on YouTube. He used fellow YouTuber Casey Neistat for inspiration to make vlogs. He emulated how Casey did his camera angles and B-roll footage. He would then create another channel in 2015 called DDG Visuals, when he used his camera to shoot music videos with local Pontiac artists. But that channel only lasted 5 months. During his freshman year in college, his subscriber count for the main channel was close to 100,000, while the vlog channel was in the thousands. But that would all change when he met his then girlfriend at the time, Essence, during the summer going on to his sophomore year. This is when I first discovered him. She appeared in multiple DDG videos as she was often pranked a lot. And if you don't know by now, pranks are king on YouTube. Or it was at the time, but I don't know what happened. Pranks like the play with my monkey video, viral. Cheating prank, viral. Killer clown video, remember the clown era? That sums up 2016 if you ask me. The pranks and vlogs with Essence resulted in both channels skyrocketing in views and subscribers. This was also around the time Woo-Wop made his first public appearance on the internet as well. Anyway, after the blow up around early 2016, his revenue went from earning a couple of $1,000s a month to earning $10,000 to $20,000 a month. This is money he has obviously never seen before since he grew up broke most of his life. The money he would earn from YouTube would continue to go up while in college. In college, he dropped many hit songs like Balenciagas and Free Parties. He also began dropping diss tracks at this time too. He dropped tracks on Donald Trump, Rice Gum, and Disc God, who we'll talk about later. It came to the point where he was earning more than his teachers, which gave DDG the realization that maybe it was time to drop out of college.
My morals is follow your dreams, you know what I mean? You only have one life to do what you want to do. So I would just say, just do it, man. If some of y'all want to do stuff that don't involve school, try it. Try that out, man.
DDG would drop out and move to LA around November 2016. Which brings us to the 2017 era. It was the year 2017 when DDG the brand really took off.
That song
Many
right
regard this
there,
year as
though.
prime entertainment from him.
Banger.
Not just DDG. YouTube as
Y'all
a
know,
whole.
y'all know.
You had diss tracks taking over with Rice Gum being the king of it. Popular creators from the app Vine were switching to YouTube since the app was bought out and shut down. It was you had to be there type of moment, especially with DDG. He had multiple channels with around 1 million subscribers, and that's largely due to his vlogs taking off that year. Around this era, DDG would start a running joke about his real voice, where he shows his fans that he's hiding his actual voice, which is a deeper tone than his more known voice.
My voice gets very, very deep. But the issue with that is that a lot of people think that it's an edit.
But it's not. It's not an edit at all. When I was younger, I swallowed a penny.
Yeah, right. He swallowed a penny. I'm sorry, but this is fake as hell. His fans in 2017 pointed out that he was obviously joking, but since DDG is going viral for it once again, fans now are having trouble differentiating if it's real or not.
Yeah, you need real voice, bro.
What you talking about?
Yeah, don't piss me off. What the f was that?
His real voice is now making it to hip-hop blogs and pages. The fact that this joke made it this far is funny as hell. But come on, almost anybody can do that. With practice, hold up, let me turn up this mic a bit.
You get this Morgan Freeman type of voice.
His vlogs in 2017 took a turn, as most of his vlogs before were like Casey Neistat's. But it
How
wasn't
long y'all
until
think it took him
Damien
to
from
practice
D&D
that?
Nation told DDG to make content with girls to maximize views and money. The results worked as DDG's views saw an uptick. He quickly became that YouTuber who would feature 5 to 6 women every week, along with his other ex, Kennedy Simone.
Wait. What are you doing? We just met. Are you for real? I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna do that for you. We're just gonna be friends.
That's tough, bro.
When he was not doing the I have a crush on you type of vlogs, DDG was working on his music that year too. One of the first songs he dropped that year was The Reels.
She ain't say she was a virgin.
But if he wanted to move up in
Thursday.
popularity on
Stop it
YouTube
up,
and
ain't no
music,
burn it.
he had to drop
Yo,
diss tracks
W,
like the other
man.
YouTubers were doing at the time. I mean, he made diss tracks the year prior, but they weren't getting big numbers. But lo and behold, he had a perfect opportunity in his hands. The year of diss tracks. Lil Yachty at this time was on top of the rap scene. He had hits like One Night, Minnesota, and the happy uplifting club banger, Broccoli. In 2017, Yachty hopped on Take K's The Race instrumental, and in the song, he said this.
SKT, DDG, that's always.
Which he was talking about his gang from high school. But the gang SKT DDG so happened to have DDG in it, which kinda sounds like Yachty shouting him out instead of the gang. DDG, knowing this, played dumb and posted this video saying Lil Yachty shouted him out.
SKT, DDG, that's always.
I don't know if I'm smart or not, but I think my name DDG, my nigga. You feel me?
DDG probably thought nothing of this and more than likely just wanted to clickbait his
Yo,
fans
W
like he usually
friends.
did at the time. But this was different. A lot of his fans actually believed that Yachty shouted DDG out. After the video, his fans went to Yachty's social media and spam thanking him for the DDG shoutout. This led to Yachty posting this message on Twitter, and bam!
I gotta capitalize. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make a business move.
DDG knew Yachty wasn't shouting him out, so he kind of created a reason to consider dissing him. And with the tweet throwing a little shade on him, that's all he needed to go creative mode. He dropped the Big Boat diss track music video on August 22nd, 2017.
Yo,
The
shout
video
out to
went viral
Pootie for
instantly,
recording that video,
accumulating
too.
Millions of views
Shout
in a
out to
short amount
Pootie.
of time, something he never saw before when it came to music. Blog writers were writing about it, DJ Academics was talking about it, and it obviously caught Lil Yachty's attention. The song itself was DDG roasting Yachty's appearance and how he is coming to take Yachty's throne, while letting him know who DDG was since he didn't know him at all. Nothing too serious.
It's dope that
just
they ended up
viral
making a
shots.
song together,
couple
too.
of
That's
weeks after
fire.
that, seemingly out of nowhere, the Diss God came with a diss track toward Team 10 and Jake Paul. But in the track, Diss God threw a diss at DDG's hair. This isn't the first time both of them were caught up in a beef though. A year before that, the two would each make a diss track. But with DDG, the first diss track was towards Rice Gum to gain clout, since DDG was a lot smaller on YouTube. The Diss God, being the ghostwriter for Rice Gum, saw DDG's diss track and responded with his own. Sorry, I can't find that video. But after that, DDG responded with a diss track on Diss God, and that would be it, until Diss God would reignite the feud when he joked about DDG's hair that I just talked about earlier. But that light diss was very random since the two actually squashed the beef off camera in 2016. But maybe Diss God was thinking like, oh, DDG is actually blowing up from dissing Lil Yachty. I should probably throw my name in there. Who knows?
Why is he talking about me, bro? My hair is not even nappy like that. You feel me?
3 days after that reaction, he released yet another diss track on Discog called Rice Lover, and people in the comment section didn't like it.
You see my hair is nappy. What are you talking about? World's gonna give you a pass. DDG on your ass.
That was low-key hard. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man.
One day later, DDG would release his final diss track to the Diss God on September 7th, 2017, and that vid went crazy.
It's DDG, bitch. I'm the greatest at this rap. Fuck this. You a dumb bitch. I was broke, now I'm dumb rich.
What happened?
Yeah, my hair nappy.
Diss God would in fact respond with 2 more disses shortly after, but it didn't matter because DDG moved on. Diss God would quit YouTube for 4 years and come back in 2021 to diss him again, and then quit once again. And that's where we currently are with that situation. At this time, DDG wasn't taking music seriously since there was no need to focus on that when he was already popping as a YouTuber. But then the adpocalypse happened out of nowhere. DDG said he went from making around 50K a month at the time, and then the adpocalypse hit and he went from 50K to 8K a month. So it was at that moment he knew he had to switch it up, so he decided to take on music for real. He made a brand new channel simply called DDG. This channel is strictly music. DDG and the producer slash friend Trey on the Beat collabed and made a mini hit called Lettuce, with his first feature being Famous Dex, who was a pretty big rapper at the time. Once the song was posted on YouTube, it gained 400,000 views in a couple of hours. He was then approached by the entertainment and hip-hop blog Worldstar Hip Hop because they wanted to share a single on their YouTube channel. And at the time, Worldstar was like BET in the 2000s. Once you made it on their channel, you're basically valid in the music industry. And let's just say that this was all the rapper needed to move beyond the audience he had on his own YouTube channel. 1 month later, DDG and Trey on the Beat would drop yet another viral song, Da Vinci. The song premiered on Worldstar again, and this song would automatically take him to the next level. You had to be there for the GaVinci hype. It was crazy. He was making fake Genius videos before GaVinci, but after the release of GaVinci, he actually made it to Genius. In general, 2017 was a great year in terms of music and his YouTube channel. However, despite all the numbers and fame, if there was one thing that was, and still kind of is overshadowing DDG's career in rap, it was his career as a YouTuber.
So when they see me going for music seriously, they like, he just a little goofball. He just, whatever. I got that feedback a lot, you know. And it was frustrating because I'm like, no, I'm not, you know, I'm really doing this. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this for play. I'm doing this to be the next big thing. I'm doing this to be huge. So it was frustrating reading them comments and people saying, you're just a YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. I want to make it. And I don't want to be looked at as no YouTube rapper because I'm not.
As soon as he broke out into the mainstream, people started labeling him as a YouTube rapper who would never be able to compete with the major leagues. And this was the time when being a YouTube rapper was at an all-time high of hatred. And that was simply because YouTube rappers are often criticized for the lack of dedication to their craft. Many of these YouTube artists put out a large number of poorly produced tracks and music videos, which can be seen as lazy and an unprofessional approach to making music. So it didn't matter how good of an artist DDG was. If you have that YouTube rapper label, many music fans will be like, no, you're trash. Your music is fucking trash because you're a YouTube rapper. And that's what's going on with DDG. Many just won't give him a chance. But he kept going, generating buzz around his name. And soon he cracked into mainstream popularity. His hit R&B single, which was also his first R&B song, Arguments, was about his ex Kennedy Simone, who was featured in a lot of his videos. The song managed to gain millions of streams a few days after the album release, which showed just how much potential DDG had as a singer. The song eventually went gold 2 years later. At this point, both of the YouTube channels had managed to rake in millions of subscribers and views, with people just as interested in his vlogs and comedic videos as they were in his music. And instead of putting aside his YouTube career for music, DDG played a smart game and kept both running side by side. But then the pandemic hit in early 2020, and as y'all know, there was nothing to do but stay indoors for a while. With DDG, it was his time to lock in and find his sound, which he did by finding producer Dev Is Lit. He would go on a crazy run this year as he released hit after hit. But it was in July 2020 when DDG released his biggest song to date, Moonwalking in Calabasas. The song goes in depth about DDG's struggle to make a living by doing skits, as well as doing music, but it also includes a diss towards rival YouTuber Soluminati. DDG sneak dissed his longtime rival Soluminati, claiming to do the nasty with his then girlfriend Ash. DDG used some wordplay when he uses Soluminati's nickname So to describe him being mediocre in bed. DDG did in fact meet up with Ash and recorded and posted a video with them together on YouTube. He even went as far as using Soluminati's patented catchphrase, "That's tough."
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
The song was fine on its own, but DDG added more spice to it by adding Blueface to the remix, which dropped 1 month after the original. This song made it to the Billboard charts, becoming DDG's first song to have ever entered the Billboard Hot 100 at number 81, and earning him a gold and platinum plaque. DDG's success continued all the way into 2021 when he released the mixtape Die for Respect, which peaked at number 61 on the Billboard chart. But it was at this point that he didn't want to do YouTube anymore, which in my opinion is a questionable move. Why stop something that made you popular in the beginning? Something that fans still associated you with, especially when that's another source of revenue. But then again, I definitely see his point. To him, he already accomplished most things people would dream of accomplishing on YouTube. For people to take DDG seriously as an artist, he thought he needed to quit YouTube entirely and remain low-key and promote music on TikTok just like any other artist would do. And it makes sense on his end. Part of being a rapper is to look and act like one too. Nobody's gonna take you seriously if you came from YouTube. At least that's what it was like at the time. But what he didn't realize at the time, by doing YouTube and rapping, he was opening up a lane for so many people who wanted to be in both career fields. Fans wish their favorite artist had a YouTube channel they could watch. Look at NLE Choppa for example. He definitely took inspiration from DDG to take this YouTube thing seriously. He even bit down the way DDG does his thumbnails. DDG obviously returned to YouTube months after announcing his retirement from the website, as he had a change of heart.
I don't want to be a regular rapper. You know why? Because these regular rappers be broke. I'm a YouTube rapper, but I'm also richer than your average rapper.
Talk to him.
Call me a YouTube rapper. I'm cool with it, bro. That's what I want to be now. This is cap. The industry is cap. This shit is not real, bro. All these niggas say they balling, but who really scoring? I'm the one scoring.
Comments on his Instagram
Talk to him.
make the point of embracing being a YouTube rapper. Bia, a popular rapper, said that she wants to be a YouTuber as well. Do you see other quote-unquote YouTube rappers getting that recognition? The answer is no. Clearly, artists wants to do YouTube and Twitch now because that is another way of communicating with their audience, which further builds connection. At the end of the day, whether it's music or YouTube, the genius of DDG lies in the brand that he has created for himself. It was through the ways in which he created an online identity for himself that he was able to take all of that and turn it into a successful rap career. And with the current relationship with Halle Bailey, that is definitely taking DDG to new heights. Nonetheless, what DDG has done for his career is very inspirational. A guy from Pontiac, Michigan, living the dream he wanted since he was a kid. DDG did everything he said he wanted to do. He wanted to be a successful YouTube vlogger. You can check that. Become a successful artist with multiple hits? Check. Have a role in a movie even though it's not so memorable? Check. He successfully adapted his content by being in tune with what's popping. If that's being a vlogger, he'll do it. If Twitch is the wave, you bet he'll do it. To summarize, be a part of everything until there's nothing more left to do. DDG is a living example of that.
I used to watch a lot of DDG. DDG was in college.
Yeah, that was vlogging.
He blew up. I don't give a what nobody says, bro.
Yeah, that's my guy.
He had this in a chokehold. I was in college studying all his videos. I said, yo, bro, what the did this nigga do to get up out of this?
Yo, W, man, follow your dreams. But yo, guys, I'm ending it off right here. Tune in, never tune out. Remember, every day you have a choice. Truth, growth. It is your boy ATM, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.